Good morning, YouTube. Today we're doing a video on monitoring. As some of you know, we have we've added an additional manufacturer to our product line. And Growatt, we'll show you a little bit about Growatt. The reason we picked Growatt is they design an inverter plus a lithium battery that goes with it. So we'll get a complete package with them. And that for us is a very exciting opportunity for our customers. What we'd like to show you today is their monitoring platform. I could do it on my laptop and I could also do it on my phone. So I'll show you both on the laptop and I'll show you on the phone. The laptop and the phone. So here we go. So let me log in and I'm going to sign in to the Growatt app. So bear with me a little bit. And here we go, and it's going to show me by default the system that powers the office. So it's currently 8:11 US time. Add 6 hours to that: 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 11 a.m. Nigerian time. And so far the production has been very good. They've done 4.4 kilowatt hours already, as you could see, 4.4 kilowatt hours, and they've stored 2.4 kilowatts of that, and they've consumed 2.4 kilowatts. Total production since this was installed on the 14th is 59.5 kilowatt hours from solar. They've put into the battery 31.7 and they've consumed 31.7. Since the installation, the grid has been present only once and the grid produced 1.7 kilowatt hours. Condition in Lagos today is 21 degrees Celsius. Mist, and it's 2017 12/24, so the 24th, Christmas Eve on Sunday. Some additional data that it shows you, and then I'll go into the meat and potatoes of this. Some additional data that you see: sunrise at 6:54, sunset at 18:38. Maximum temp for the day is 34 degrees Celsius. Environment temperature, which is within the area of the installation, 21 degrees Celsius. As you can see, some magic is happening here. Grid is 0. The transformer caught on fire, so there is no grid. Solar production right now is 922.3 watts. Of that 922.3 watts, 589 is going to the batteries to maintain the battery at the set voltage, which we have, and I'll show that to you in a second. And 335.4 is going to power loads in the office/the home. Some additional data you can get: when you click on that eye, it shows you what the battery voltage is, 57.2. The voltage from PV1, because we have 2 strings, the inverter allows us to have 2 strings, 62.3 on string 1, 77.8 on string 2. Total charge current coming from both strings is 16 amps, but that's not what's going to the battery. It has an MPPT controller, so what it does is it steps down the voltage and increases the current. AC input from the grid is 0. AC output from our inverter is 230.9 at 50 Hertz. We're consuming 335.4, which is what you saw here, and we're using only 8.3% of the inverter capacity. So we are wasting capacity. Then it goes a little further, and it gives you these beautiful looking, do you call them charts or graphs, or whatever you want to call them, charts. Anyway, so here is for today. It shows you 4.4 kilowatts, and 100% of that came from solar power, 0 from the grid. And then it shows you battery discharge, 2.4 kilowatts, 100%, and there's nothing coming from the grid. And then it shows you your production for the day. So starting at midnight, as you can see, we are just consuming, and the battery was at 51%, and the consumption was 52 watts, and that continued. You had the 2 spike here, 54, and then it went back down to 14, which are just light bulbs. I guess that when the freezer kicks in, it was doing that. Then it came back up again to 48 at, as you can see, at 3:45, and that remained. And then at about 5:45, that number dropped to 6:15. Sorry, at 6:15, that number dropped to 9.4 watts. And then our solar woke up at about 7:10, as you see, 0.1 watt. and that number started going up steadily, as you could follow our graph. And then at this point you could see consumption, right, 1,245. Well, I can tell you what I think happened. They pumped water, so you saw it just suddenly jumped. They pumped water and it remained from that point at 9:15 to about 9:55. So that's how long they pumped water for. So I guess they pumped water to fill the 2 tanks, and then that number dropped back again to 372, while solar production was at 711. So at our peak here, solar production was at 647 and the consumption was 1,332 watts. And then that number slowly, the consumption slowly the consumption stayed at 300, but our production kept going up. And this is why, it just did an update. It updates every 5 minutes. So here you are, solar production 922, consumption 335. And then it shows you, we'll go back to another chart, and it shows you what happens to your battery. So during the time you're pumping water, the battery dropped all the way to 19%, which I don't allow, but I wasn't there, so they'll do whatever they want. And then it went back up to 76% once they stopped pumping water. And then as you can see, it's close to 100%. So it dropped very briefly to 19%. Yeah. And that's the side you get from batteries, lead acid batteries you'll never see from lithium batteries. And then it just slowly started to climb back up. Additional data we're able to get from this. So let's go to plant. Sorry, this is the longest video. And we'll look at device list. And the one we're looking at is this one, AWPS Renewable Energy. Sorry, we'll do this again. Go to storage. That's the only one online. Double click on it. And it gives you data. Your discharge, your battery percentages. So we'll go back here. So our battery has been, I want to go back to the time we were pumping water. So here we're 51%. So 48%. This is 1 o'clock. So this gives you every 5 minutes. So it's a lot of data to digest. But I want to know more data. Oh, that's interesting. So our battery voltage was at 48%. So I don't see that dip. So what happened is it didn't capture it here because it didn't fit within our 5 minutes. Let me see. 7:17, 8:07. It was 9 o'clock that I saw that happen. So let's look at during 9 o'clock time. Yeah, here. Battery capacity 76%. 32% right here. So here we go 32%, 26%, 25%, 21%. Battery voltage 42.5, 43.5, 43.4. That brief period 42.1 was our battery voltage at 19%. Sorry, my apologies. And then as you could see, it shows you what the consumption, let me see if I can find out what the consumption was at that time. Here we go. You see it, output power. So 1245 all the way to the peak of 1322. I suspect they didn't switch off the refrigerator and the freezer while they were pumping, which we usually suggest they do. And that's the reason why you saw that number being that high. Once they were done, it came back down to 372. So these are 5 minute slices, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. So they were pumping for about 35 minutes. So let me show you some additional data. Let me show you what it looks like on the phone. So here's our phone. I'll take you to the phone app. And you basically see the same thing on the phone app, but in condensed version. So let's go to my apps. And it's the Shine phone. It brings you up and it shows you, oh, here's a different customer. This is ours. So it shows you the same thing. You see 847.9, 292 is the load. Our battery is at 99%. You click on here, it shows you the same thing you are seeing. Battery voltage is 7.3, PV voltage 62.1 on one string, 77.2, and then load consumption 29.8, 292.8, and load percentage 7.3. As long as you're connected to the internet, the system will do the updates, and this comes standard for every installation we do for our customers. So if you have any questions, please feel free to post them below. If you have suggestions, also post them. Please give us a thumbs up or like. If you've not subscribed to us, click the subscribe button below. Once again, this is Christopher Wasani, also known as Dr. Solar. Let me use this opportunity to wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Thank you for being wonderful followers and lovers of our video.